Hey folks, I'm back with another video. I'm actually in Guatemala right now. It's hard to see. I'm right on, I'm going to show you where. I'm on this lake surrounded by mountains. I'm right down, right on the water's right behind me. So that's what I'm doing. Hopefully the audio is going to be okay. My topic today, and I'm just going to jump right in it, is poking around next gen. Um, Knack came out with this, I don't know, just this fall. I'm building up to it. And I still had tons of momentum with past legacy or with classic stuff going on. And up until recently, with two new clients, I haven't started building in it. So I have now. So I'm going to give some reviews, if not necessarily review, just some stuff I found. And this is mostly geared for uh, people who build and used to building in classic. And now they're going to next gen and they're saying, what's up? And I'm going to bring up some stuff that might seem negative. I'm not trying to present it as negative. It's just stuff I found that you're going to scratch your head and say, what's going on here? And I'm going to tell you what the deal is. So one thing is this rich text. I'm used to dropping in rich text, and I can put a line under something. This is doubled up on this name. I need to fix that. But in the new, uh, how this stuff builds out, each piece of content has these borders around it. I can't just drop in a line like this underneath something or to split something up. It's gonna like they're right under here. Now this app was or is a classic, and I just switch it over right now to play with it. Um, I just want this line to separate these things. I don't want it to have all the view around it. And the only way I know how to get rid of that is I'd have to figure out the hex colors, get rid of the shadows, and make this thing the same as the background color. That's one little thing, but I was like, oh, I think you shouldn't treat rich text differently. Here's another thing. If you are adding a table, let me make this bigger. Let's just go someplace and add a table. Here, make a page. I'm just going to call it new page. Here it is. I'm going to add. You got to get used to how to add here. Add the element. I want a table. Doesn't matter. I'm going to put it in. It does a couple things. One, it automatically puts in this edit thing, which I don't really like it. I don't like it. Edit in detail. And it puts these in. I always put detail to the left so I don't have to scroll over, and I don't like edit here, but you just got to deal with that. Another thing with tables, I'm going to show you something. Here, here. I got to go to a table with a bunch of stuff in it. I'm going to do this one. Now, here's a table. Um, Before it used to show how many records were up top. Now I have a group and it's showing me how many it has there, which is sort of nice. But for me to see how many records are in the total thing, I got to go all the way down to the bottom, and it's only here. I don't know how to move that. I don't know if there's an option. Or they now have these things which are new, which isn't bad either. I could collapse off, see the records, and then re-expand it. That's just there. If you're wondering where it was, it's down at the bottom now. Here's another thing. All these up here are different, or some of these are different user role. Let's say admin's a user role, rep's a user role. Okay, user roles. Now I'm at user roles, and you saw admin and rep. That's because I'm both of those. Let's go to here. I'm gonna find me right here. And these only show, by the way, it only shows one, and it says +1, +4. Before you can see them all. I'm gonna take myself off international rep. I'm gonna save it. Now this hooked me up for a little bit. I'm like, what's going on? I came over here, I refresh, my rep home is still there. And then I'm like, well, did they change the way they do? Only if you remember, there's a button, you got a checkbox, you got to click on the design that says, hey, only let users have access or see the pages that they are granted access to. Well, that was still the same. It's in a different spot, but here's the deal with this. For that to take effect, I have to log out and then log back in. That's different, and you can get caught up on it. There's live.com. Now you see international reps not there. So that's what you got to do if you're dealing with user roles. And you can have these up top, which is the vertical, and they also give you the option for a horizontal, which is nice too, which I might as well just show you here, here. You can go to styling. Well, I can't edit this. You'd have to create your own. I'll do that another time. One thing is code, not much custom code, at least the stuff I'm used to do. I have a whole library of, I don't know, just a ton of code snippets that allow certain things. An example is, I don't have a screenshot of this. I don't like form instructions to have the instructions underneath the value input. A lot of times it looks like it's referring to the field underneath it. So I have a code snippet that puts it in between the name of it, of the field, the input value, puts it in between, makes it slightly smaller, and makes it italics. So it's really clear what that's for. And I can't use that anymore, and I haven't yet to find how. But that'll be fixed over time. We'll get a new library. It's just going to take time. Let's see what else I got. Oh, you can't put, let's do this. Let's go to here. Go to any table. Go to pages. Come on, let's go here. Here's a table. When you put in the fields, you're going to, now it's called display data. And they're checkbox if you've used them. So you're only allowed to use these once in a table. Before you could drag it over. Now in a form in Classic you couldn't, but on a table or a detail thing, you could put as many times as you want. And one use cases of that is when I group. Sometimes I group, let's say by year. So the year is going to show up on a different color grouping, and then all the stuff under that year will be for that year. But sometimes there's a lot of them, and it might go off to another page, or you scroll and you miss the header that's the year grouping. So I put it in again as a column. I can't do that now, and I don't know if they're going to change that. What else? The last thing I have is when you create this isn't a huge deal, but when you create a piece of content, and a good one is a form. Let's go to the old one. Here, doesn't matter where. Let's just put in add a form. I'm going to tell it what. It had this button. Link this form to a menu, which basically says turn it into a button. Click it, it makes it a button. You can't do that now. It's not in there. I don't know if they're going to change that. And this way, you're going to have to go to the new one. You're going to have to tell it add. Let's element below. Come on, you got to get used to this. Add this. No, you don't want to do that. What you want to do is you're going to have to add a link group, which is a button. Put it in place. Click on it, engage it, create the link, and tell it. And then that'll create a button. Then you have to go underneath that and put in the form that you want. So those are just a handful of items that I got here that I hope was helpful. I'll have more. And I think now you can't, all new apps, which brought this on because I'm starting to build it, they don't have the option to toggle back and forth. You have to do the next gen. I guess you can get a hold of tech and they might be able to do it for you, but that's what we got. Thanks.